It is Wednesday, February the 9th, 2022. I am James. You are you. We are here for another night in the trenches because doing this show, as often as we do it, can be compared to, arguably, like a war. But what type of war? Certainly not like WW1, WW2, or any of the famous wars that have gone on through history where there are two eternal enemies. In this war, I am my very own enemy. I am fighting with myself, but what is the fight over? The fight is to keep you, the viewer, engaged, stimulated, and entertained. Now, let's face it. This past Monday, not a banner night for young James Allen McGee. I don't believe that I kept anyone entertained or stimulated. Frankly, I'm not sure that I've kept anyone stimulated over the past 2 years. But here's the thing. This past Monday, I did what I try to do every single episode, and sometimes I fail. Monday was one of those instances. I try to go into every single show vibrant, upbeat, and virile. Unfortunately, I believe that I was haggard, washed up, and flaccid. Tonight, I have made it my mission to turn the tides. I want to ride this wave. We need to have the water rumbling and crashing. So how do you make that happen? A couple ways. Before the show, I drank a large Guru energy drink, which is the official sponsor of my life. But moreover, I have loaded this show. Much later on, Dimitri, who is filling in for Andy Asaf. Andy said he's, quote, busy. So you know what I think? I think Andy took the night off to have sex again. That's right. I think that he chose sexual intercourse over being here. Anyone else in their right mind would say, well, James, what do you want the guy to do? Not have sex? Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm not. I'm here tonight. I've been here for the better part of 2 years, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Before that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, some Saturdays, and some Sunday mornings. I had no sexual intercourse during the course of any of those shows. You know what that says? That means that you, the viewer, are in a committed but monogamous relationship with me. Whether you feel good about that, that's for you to decide. So Dimitri is here. He's replacing Andy Asaf, who may or may not be having sexual intercourse. Also joining us tonight, it is a first-time guest alert. You know, when you hear that noise, it's one, unsettling, two, exciting, because we're going to be joined by someone who has never been on this show before. This person is a health, fitness, and dietary expert. His name is Chris Johnson. And I thought if there's any way that I need to get myself ready, it's by getting myself in better shape in life, because a happy in life James is a happy on show James. Remember, tonight we're trying to be virile. Chris Johnson is here, but we are going to kick things off. A legend of this program. The past couple of weeks, you've heard me throw this term around, the Mount Rushmore of at-home guests. This person's face would be etched in stone. Now, when I talk about legends, you can't say legend without this person's name, because they are coming to us live from a fancy restaurant, a first-time occurrence. So please welcome to tonight's program, Lisa Palmieri. Lisa, you are living it up. You're partying.
Living it up, living La Vida Loca. Am I
You're
right?
living La Vida Loca, a very recent pop culture reference point that you're using.
I'm all about the recent culture posts.
It's 1998 here now. Lisa, can I ask you, have you been drinking this evening?
Just no,
Okay,
I just had one drink.
I don't mind.
One drink. I'm gonna be honest. I had one drink. I'm full aware. I'm full there.
What did you drink tonight? With appletini?
I had it's called an Aleppo gin sour, and I had a double, 2 doubles.
Okay, so a quadruple.
Quadruple Aleppo gin sour.
Okay, now that drink sounds like it's more expensive than anything I've purchased in the
Yes.
past 5 years.
Honestly, it's fucking expensive.
Can I
But
ask you, how
delicious.
much is this drink? How much is it?
I'm pretty sure it's like $16, $17. I used to work here, so I don't even remember. I just asked for what I used to drink when I used to work here.
So you spent $16 or $17 on a drink. That's more expensive than the last pair of pants I bought. Now I
You
don't know
go
if
to
that says
Costco.
yeah, I buy all my clothes at Costco. Yeah, I was buying them at Walmart. I was buying the Walmart clothes, and I went to the
Costco has good
Loblaws.
quality.
I bought the
Costco,
Loblaws clothes for a while, the Joe Fresh brand, and
Joe
now
Fresh, exactly.
I'm over at
exactly.
Costco. Well, Lisa, I want to get into a couple things here.
Tell me.
I was not aware that you were going to be coming to us from a restaurant tonight. And I said this off air, and I want to say it in front of everyone. I appreciate your commitment to being a guest on this show. The fact that you've left your dinner party to be a guest on a very humble internet program. So I
Love
appreciate
this
that, and I
internet
thank you.
program. Thank you for having me.
Well, the pleasure's all mine, Lisa. It's been a while, and when I was trying to think about what should we talk about tonight, something occurred to me because I think the best segments on this show come from real life. You recently went to what I think most people would call the COVID capital of North America.
Yes, yes.
You visited Florida. I tried to get you to be on the show a couple weeks ago. You said, James, I can't. I'm going to Florida. But what now that didn't really startle me. What shocked me more is that you said, I'm going alone.
I love going trips alone, but my parents did meet me at the end of the week.
Okay, they met you at the end of the week.
Yeah,
Can you
they
tell
met
me
me basically.
what was the impetus of this trip? What made you go, I got to get out of here. I'm going to Florida by myself.
Because there's like a everyone's deprimé over here. The grayness is too much.
Okay,
and
so
I needed to regenerate my soul. You know
you
what I
were
mean?
feeling the winter blues.
Yeah, and I get them. And so before the depression hits, you get the fuck out.
Okay, so this was a precautionary measure. I can feel it coming in. It's seeping into my pores. So what I'm going to do is go to the most COVID infected place in America.
No masks.
You rolled the dice. You said, I want to evade depression, but I might welcome COVID into my life.
I took a lot of ginger shots. As soon as I got there, I went to the Publix. I got some ginger shots. I got some probiotics, and I called it a day.
Okay, so what was that like? Was there any concern on your end, or were you like, you know what, I'm just going to immerse myself in a society where it's not as flagrantly thrown in our face as it is here, as it pertains to the old
there it's very recommended. So like they're all about like recommended masks on the elevator, but the buses, it says no mask, no ride.
Okay, so the buses are the one very much COVID precautionary place.
Exactly, you know. But I was also with my parents, so they were super like they weren't living La Vida Loca then because they were like more scared. They're wearing their masks, and at the Aventura Mall where nobody was wearing their freaking masks. So I felt like, to be honest, I felt like the weird one. I felt like the weird one wearing my mask in Florida.
Okay, well, and look, this is the thing, right? You come from Quebec where it's very much in your face. It's very much recommended. Doesn't seem to do much of anything, but it's recommended.
Oh, exactly.
You go to Florida.
It doesn't do anything.
You know, I ain't no scientician, but I'll leave that to somebody else. But this is interesting to me, is that you started the trip alone, but then you were with your parents. So two very unconventional ways to travel alone, but with your parents. What was that like? Now, where were you, in Miami?
No, I went, Miami, but Hollandale more. So right before Miami, it's Hollandale. And so I went to meet my parents, and then it was like living here, but with warm weather, because they kind of dealt with it the same way. You know, like for them, it was almost like we were in Montreal. Like they weren't like living it up.
Okay, well, let me ask you, right? Your parents are not around you right now. They're not at this fancy restaurant with you?
No.
Okay, let's get into it. I don't suspect your parents are watching the show. Did your parents bring you down a little bit? Did they harsh your buzz? Yeah.
I wish I could have lived anymore. I wish I could have gone to restaurants at night and not work. Sometimes I just wanted to remove my mask and be like the rest of them, you know, and just really like live.
You wanted to do as the locals do.
Yeah.
You wanted to throw caution to the wind. You wanted to pull your mask off, but then when you looked around, you saw a couple old timers.
I saw my mom telling me to put my mask back on.
Okay. So can I ask you, let's say in a hypothetical world, your parents aren't there. Do you let loose a little bit more?
Yeah. I go to every restaurant. I don't wear a mask. I live my life.
Okay, so tell me more. What does let loose look like for Lisa Palmieri?
You just go out to restaurants. You don't feel bad. You don't wear a mask when you go in. You don't wear it going out. You go out, live your life. That's it. I'm not a big clubber. I'm not.
Okay, well, this is the thing. I was going to ask, did you by chance run into any former cast members of the Jersey Shore at any type of local club or establishment? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Did you run into DJ Pauly D or Ronnie or Mike the Situation?
Yeah, my good old paisans.
Yeah, you're countrymen.
I can't stand those. I can't stand those.
No, was that DJ Pauly D that just entered the frame? Was that DJ?
It was
Pauly
DJ
D?
Pauly D.
That was DJ Pauly D. That I think was the first ever in the history of At Home video bomb. Someone entered the shot.
That was a video bomb, and I was scared of that video bomb.
Yeah, because you never look. It's live internet broadcast, and you never know what's going to happen. But you've said something that's even more shocking. You're not down with the cast of Jersey Shore.
No, James. You know, I can't deal. You know
why is that?
It's too much. They're so over the top. The Italians. It's like a Saint Leonard person on steroids with bronzage.
Yeah, that's the thing. They were all about. You were saying you've never been GTL Gym Tan Laundry.
Never, but I did a bit of bronzage back in my day.
Okay, now, do you think there's anything to the possibility of almost like the Montreal St. Leo version of the Jersey Shore, but the Montreal?
Would be good. Yes, and they could all like talk like this. How are you?
Yeah. Now,
James.
Yeah, if we would be able to make this happen, I feel like I would hire you to be the casting director.
That would be great. I'd get all the Italians. And I can make sure. But imagine you'd speak to me in my accent at all times, like the Italian accent.
Well, it's funny that you bring this up because earlier today you were out on the move and you sent me a voice memo, and then you immediately followed up with another voice memo talking about how Italian you sound. Lisa, is there like a level of I want to choose my words carefully here.
Embarrassment. You were going to say embarrassment.
I wasn't going to say embarrassment. I was going to go with the more harsh self-loathing. Is there a bit of self-loathing?
I just don't want to sound too Italian. And yes, I know I do sound Italian already. I'm very much aware. Even if I try, the Italian will
I don't think there's any problem with it, right? I don't think there's a problem with it whatsoever. I think.
No, I'm proud to be Italian, but it's just, you don't want to sound like
a caricature.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I totally understand. Now, Lisa, I've been asking all of our guests this for the past little while, and I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you're having a lavish night out, which is the opposite of every night that I have. But we've been talking about this throughout the week. Valentine's Day is coming up. Valentine's Day is coming up. What's your thoughts on Valentine's Day? Do you like, do you love, or do you loathe?
When I'm in a relationship, I love.
When
I'm not in a relationship, I am balanced towards it all. Okay, so stable towards it all.
When you're living, as someone might say, the single life, you're not one of the people. You don't see the cards in the Hallmark stores. You don't see other couples, and you don't feel resentful.
I didn't even realize it was the 14th on Monday. My friend told me she was going out for dinner, and her boyfriend booked this place, and I'm like, what? Why? What's Monday?
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
When
exactly.
I'm in a relationship, I'm like, Monday's Valentine's.
Okay, so when you're locked and loaded in a relationship, do you expect something lovely for Valentine's Day?
Something cute.
Yeah.
Just some like flowers or something.
Like
a mug of sorts.
A fresh bag of tomatoes.
A fresh bag, some truffles, something.
Yeah. Okay, so do I dare ask, Lisa, what do you have Valentine's Day plans this year?
I don't.
Well, you seem pained by this.
I like Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Well, look, now I was talking about this with a couple other guests this past week. I think for Valentine's Day, if it's for people that enjoy it, but maybe they're without someone, they have to maybe treat themselves on Valentine's Day.
Yes, I want to buy myself a new pair of earrings. I know why now.
So you're going to buy yourself a new pair of earrings. Maybe you take yourself out to dinner.
Eccolo.
Is that something you would do, or do you feel bad about doing that? Like, I went to dinner.
No,
All your girlfriends are like, my boyfriend took me out to dinner. He took me to Papa Giorgio.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What? Papa Giorgio's.
He got me a gift certificate to Bora Bora. And then do you feel
we went to East Side Mario's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We tried to go to Papa Giorgio's. It was
Dimitri's laughing at this.
It was closed. I told him, hey, you should have done reservations before, but he didn't. So he took
but
me
he
to East Side.
wasn't thinking, bro. He wasn't thinking.
We got home at 3 o'clock.
You went to another accent.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. I haven't done the Montreal Italian. I don't know if it would be frowned upon.
Very well. No, you were doing very well, actually. I'm very proud of you.
Look, that's the kindest. Yeah, of course, this is to take away the malocchio, the evil eye.
Take it out.
So what do you think about taking yourself out for Valentine's Day?
No, stay home with your cat and call it a day. Take yourself out for Valentine's Day.
So now some might say staying home with your cat is what they call giving up.
No, I love my cat. His name is LeFou, and he's a pile of roses, and I love him. You watch The Day After Tomorrow, and you call it a day.
All right, so you're throwing in the towel. You're going to buy yourself some earrings, and that's it. You're not going to be going to East Side Mario's. You're not going to be going to Bora Bora.
Bora Bora, bro.
Yeah. I feel like there's an element of something we have to do, some type of all Montreal Italian episode of this show at some point, Lisa.
No, you know what we should do? We should do a full episode of us talking like that the entire time. It would be brilliant.
I think it would be brilliant for you and I, and our viewers would plummet to -0. Be like, I don't know what happened in James, but I think he spent too much time in St. Leonard.
He's not all there, James, anymore. He lost something.
Yeah, there's already people that think that, Lisa. There's already people that think I've lost it. I'm over the hill.
I think you're perfect.
Lisa, look, I don't want to take up any more of your time. That's 3 compliments in 1 segment, which means I can go to bed feeling good about myself.
It's too much.
It's not too much. It's just enough. Because I'll tell you what, the other night I had one guest, they called me, they said little, and then they used the B word on me. They said little bitch.
That's not very nice.
It's unkind. It's unkind, right? And that's why tonight the tide is turned, and according to you, I am, quote, perfect.
You are. To me, you are perfect, James.
I appreciate that, Lisa. Look, you're a perfect guest. I appreciate you for being here. I'm going to let you go back to your $16 drinks.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. The pleasure's all mine. Lisa, we'll talk soon, okay?
We'll talk soon.
Thank you so much. That's Lisa Palmieri. Look, some of the guests like the finer things. I'm not one of those people. I'm happy with a glass of room temperature water. I'm happy with a $3 bowl of soup. But if we only had guests that appeal to my taste, what type of show would this be? I'm a man of the people. Now, this past Monday, first segment, I would have given myself 2 on 10. First segment tonight, given 6.5 on 10. Yeah, I did a little Italian voice. The people loved it. They called me perfect. We're going to keep things going. Now, earlier on, I mentioned first time guest alarm. I want to feel better about myself. I would say that I'm, overall a fairly confident person, but we're not without our faults. I talked about how bad of it. I talked about how flaccid I was this past Friday. And I think that this person's going to get me into a place where I feel as virile as possible. Because when you're virile off air, you're virile on air. Please welcome health, fitness, and dietary expert, first time ever on this show. His name is Chris Johnson. Chris, welcome to tonight's program.
Jimmy!
It's so good to make your acquaintance.
Me and come on. Oh, God, we can't do the handshake. Fuck.
You know what? We're doing it virtually, but let me ask you something. Have I interrupted a meal that you're eating right now?
No. Okay. Jimmy, mistake number 1. If you want to feed your body, you don't eat.
If you want to feed your body, you don't eat. But correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to get off on the wrong foot here. It seems like you're chewing something.
You already did.
Well, I'm going to try my best to get on the right foot because you're here to be my expert.
Uh-huh. Now, Jimmy, okay, now you mentioned I'm chewing something.
Yeah.
What I'm chewing is my brand's very own gum.
Oh, okay. So the mystery has been solved on what you're chewing. You got your own gum. Tell us a little bit about this product.
I mean, I can tell you about the product, but literally, I think I really need to go back to the roots. 17 billion years ago, God created man. And immediately, soon after, people started this crazy notion that in order to sustain your body, you need to feed it. And that's where people are wrong.
Okay.
People need to not eat, and people need to go back to what's really important and to maintain their body in a state of ketosis.
Now, ketosis. Now, you mentioned it early on. You said, don't eat. I thought it was like we were joking off the top, and you're serious. You're saying don't eat.
No, the biggest mistake people make is eating.
Okay, can you expand on this? Because I'm sure people right now are a little confused. We always hear about these new diets. And you're like, what? I can't believe there's only a diet where you only eat this or you don't eat that. You're saying your diet is don't eat.
Look, I'm being extreme. I don't mean don't eat, okay? I don't mean don't eat ever. Eat the right foods. Eat the right things. Eat the right powders, for God's sake.
Okay.
Stop putting food down your mouth when you could be ingesting it through a powder and water and really just maintaining your body in a state of ketosis that will literally, because what people don't understand, they think that they want to be trim, they want to be lean, they want to, be to their greatest energy levels and really optimize their fitness. So they feed their body. But when you feed the body gets dependent on food.
Okay, sure.
Okay, exactly. So the body starts depending on food. And what do you do with an addict? You cut it off at the source. So you stop eating, you maintain your body in a state of ketosis. I'm not a scientist, but I have done a lot of research on my end about this. When the body is maintained in a state of ketosis, it burns fat at optimal levels.
Okay.
Now, there are two modes that the body operates on. One is functional and two is depleted and scared. We want to stay in that depleted and scared mode.
Okay. Well, and I'll say this. I feel that I'm in that second mode right now. I feel depleted and scared. And I'll be honest with you, I intended on making a Dr. Oetker frozen pizza after this show, but you're saying I should just eat some powder and chew gum instead?
No, Jimmy, if you are tired, fatigued, scared, fearful, anxious, that is your body doing the work. That is your body telling you you're scared. And you know what Brene Brown says? She's a lady. She's a lady with a podcast. And what she says is that if you're afraid, you're doing the right thing. So if your body is afraid because you haven't eaten, what is your body doing?
The right thing.
Exactly.
Okay, so instead of eating the frozen pizza tonight, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who intended on eating after this show, what should we do? Don't. Okay, don't eat. Now, you mentioned this word earlier, extreme. What would you say to the people that would respond? Well, that seems extreme. I could see maybe not eating so late at night, so close to bed. What would you respond to the people that would maybe cast judgment on the tips that you're providing right now?
Look, I'm not a monster. I know that eating and feeding yourself is an important part of some people's lives. And the program I sell, the program I promote, because I say program, it's really more of a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Now, I don't recommend not eating at all, not at all. Because you want to maintain your body in a state of ketosis, but you do want that 1 hour period where you can eat foods, preferably eggs, so to sustain your body in the right way. Now, if you are eating any sort of carbs, you are basically wishing death upon yourself.
Now, here's the thing, Chris, I love carbs. I am probably 90% carbs.
And where are you
carbs?
Right now?
I love gluten. When I'm out with someone, they say, can I get that no gluten? I'll tell the server, give me their gluten. I want it all, man. Okay.
And let me ask you, James, where are you in your life right now?
Well, how do you mean? Where am I in my life?
Wait, what's going on? Are you happy? Is it optimized? Is it really like where you want to be?
Well, I guess it could be better. Now, let me reverse that. Maybe we can kind of diagnose this. Where would people want it to be? Maybe we can go through a checklist and I can tell you where I'm at, and then you can kind of let me know where I should be at.
Okay. So I see the optimal person. I say the optimal man. I don't mean just men. I just mean the man as like
of course.
Yeah. I see that person thriving. I see that person downing these protein shakes. I see that person in a constant state of ketosis.
Now, I don't know if I'm any of those things. I don't know if
No.
I'm in the constant state of ketosis. I don't think that I'm thriving, you know.
No, you're
I'll
not.
tell you what, Chris, right now I'm not even really working that much.
You're not working.
Yeah, work has been slow because of COVID, right? I've been alone for the past little while too.
Okay, you're not working.
No.
You looking for a gig?
Well, I mean, I'm always looking for gigs. What type of gigs are you talking about here?
Now you do. I read in the SMS you sent me. I read that you do a comedy and you're like an actor, right?
Yeah, I do. I dabble in comedy. I dabble in acting. I dabble in voice acting. Kind of like a jack of all trades. Yeah.
A lot of dabbling. Yeah. You know what the purest performance of all is?
Tell me. Sales. Now this, I don't know if I've got, the chops of what it takes to be a salesperson.
Jimmy, these products sell themselves.
Okay. Well, do you have any of the products? We've seen the gum. We've seen the powder. What else?
Screw the gum. This is so much more. All right. Now, you want me to do a shake live?
You're going to do a live. Now, we just had someone come to us from a restaurant for the first time ever. We've never had anyone prepare anything.
And I have thoughts on her going to a restaurant and poisoning herself.
I'm sure you do. But this is also another first time ever occurrence. No one has ever made anything, let alone a power shake here.
Ooh. All right. Now, I'm
take us through the smell. What did you just smell there? Is it strong?
I smell vitality, fear, and anxiety. Now, what? Okay.
Ugh.
So first of all, this is a powder. It's called a ketosis powder.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I didn't sell it really well. The name of these products is Key to Power is powder, all in one word. And it's a 2 instead of TO. It's like the number.
Okay. So you're pouring the powder right now.
Yeah, you're gonna pour a bit because again, this is not food, but I don't want you to overindulge your body.
My God.
Now
that doesn't seem like a lot, Chris.
It's not. This should sustain you for about 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah. And now what you're going to want to do, we also sell this ketosis booster.
Okay.
Because your body is in state in ketosis, but we want this for our optimal clients. We want to reach an optimal state of power ketosis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to take this granular Key to Power is powder booster.
Okay. So we're putting the booster in with the powder. Ooh. Now, what does that one smell like?
It smells like energy. It smells like fear. It smells like change.
Okay. Look, maybe change is what I need. You can tell, right?
What are you doing on February 14th? Am I right?
You can tell just by looking at me. You can say it, I'm a guy that needs change. Okay. This looks like oregano.
All right. This is not Jimmy.
I'm sorry.
Jimmy, just because I'm Italian doesn't mean everything's oregano, okay?
You're Italian with a name like Chris Johnson?
Johnsiano. Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
We got from the motherland, and then.
All right. Okay.
My mama, she was, times were tough for us, and when we emigrated in the 40s. Anyway, so I don't like food. I do love water. So what you're gonna do is you mix this powder liberally. And like I keep being hit by the smell, but
again, it sounds like the smells are intense and robust.
Have you ever had a chocolate bar?
Yeah, of course, many.
This is just like that.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds kind of fun.
All right, so now you're gonna pour water.
Okay, so we're pouring the water into the powder and the booster.
Yeah, the booster, as we say in the Roma. Mm-hmm. And so I don't want your body to become dependent on water either.
Oh. But I thought the body was dependent on water. See, I'm learning a lot right now.
We have so much to unlearn.
Okay, look, and I'm ready to learn by unlearning.
Okay, so we mixed everything together. But this is also a workout program. You're gonna shake it. Mm-hmm. I used to work in bars, Jimmy.
Okay, so you were a bartender. Again, this kind of looks like maybe like a martini kind of shake.
Yeah, you want to shake and not stir, them Bond vibes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, some Bond humor. Yeah.
Okay, now this.
Now, what's the consistency? Does it get creamy? Is it frothy? Is it more thin?
Well, you might have noticed that it has effectively tripled in size.
It's true. Yeah, we got like there's a head on this concoction.
There is. And you know what's great? It's like, okay, whenever I see people, okay, my number one thing to sell my products, I go to a bar, I see someone, ordering a beer, or as I like to call the man's poison. And I see them order the
I'll tell you what, I don't drink, Chris, I don't drink.
And I see your assistant at the bottom nodding along. This guy gets it. Like, he gets it. So, I see the people with the big whole top of foam, and I do this thing where I cough and I'm like, should have gotten the Keto Powers powder. And not a lot of people get it, but eventually
it sounds like a long stretch of dialogue to fit into a fake cough.
We've had issues,
sure.
simply the length of like how long this company name is.
Yep.
And also the person, for legal reasons, the person who's created this has chosen quite creative spellings of all the words. So key is key, K-E-E, and then 2 is obviously the number 2. Power, we kept that simple. We think that's the key message, is we had to use a Z instead of that other letter. And powder, we wrote it with a T, like Susan Powder from
so P-O-W-T-E-R, powder.
Yeah.
All right, so you're giving that another shake
again, because the key to a good martini is to shake it twice.
Well, how much do you shake it? I know I'm interested in seeing what the taste is like.
Right. Oh, you want me to take? And I will.
Okay.
I will taste it.
Okay, so as you're shaking it, here's another question, right? Of course, you probably can't tell from my seated position. I'm what people would call a slight gentleman, right? I'm paper. I'm paper thin.
We can take that.
But yeah, real paper thin. I'm not particularly barrel chested. It is what it is. Yeah. Now, how many of these shakes should I be drinking a day for a man as tiny as I?
So you're looking to bulk up.
Well, I'm just looking to be full. I'm not looking to be bigger, smaller. I'm just looking to be as I am, right? I ain't no Popeye.
Jimmy, I love you, but there's a thing wrong with the statement you just said. You said, I'm looking to be full. Wrong.
You're right. I need to be in a state of ketosis.
Now, I gotta say, the audience can't see this, but your guy, he's chewing, and it's driving me.
Yeah, it's true. In our control center, our technician tonight is eating food. Yeah.
It don't look like a shake, and it don't look like it got booster in it. I'll tell you that.
All right, so I'll just say, back at the control center, if you're gonna eat, try to do it out of frame. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to poison yourself, I don't want to see a suicide on screen. Okay.
Yeah, I don't either. Here we go. Okay, so the lid is off. Now, what does that smell like when all the flavors are combined?
You got the booster. You got the subtle chocolate hint of the original powder.
Yeah, is it still the smell of fear and anxiety?
That has quelled, because my body it's not on food anymore, but it's getting used to that feeling of being satiated from not much.
I understand. Yep.
So you want me to drink it?
I'd love it. I'll tell you, I'm getting thirsty just looking at it.
I will. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I'm not going to drink the whole thing, because I had one of these shakes 3 days ago. So
so this is just going to be. I'll tell you what. This is my kind of thirst trap. How about that?
See, that's funny. See, you should do something on February.
You're starting to really, turn the tide for me. Maybe I do have a life in fitness, health, and dietary kind of a.
I can see you selling these products like hotcakes, Jimmy.
Okay, so I might have to send you an SMS after this.
You got to send me an SMS. People do the Instagram DMs, and they do all the inbox. I'm old school. I like.
All right, I'll send you the SMS.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Maybe you can turn to the side and let's see how much you take in here.
Yeah. So this, again, we're real foam. We're real top heavy.
Yeah.
There's this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a sip.
Again, this is the Key to Powder.
No, Jimmy. Key to Power.
Oh, the Key to Power. Okay.
Can you spell it?
Yeah. K-E-E, the number 2, and then Power, P-O-W-E-E-R. But the powder is spelled P-O-W-T-E-R.
How it is spelled?
Yep. Is you okay there? You're really rocking back and forth.
It's just the energy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you want me to do this?
I think
what sells, baby? What sells?
I think we got to see. Let's see the profile shot, kind of like in a Gatorade commercial or a Coca-Cola ad.
Oh, I used to shoot those all the time.
Okay, so here we go. This is the inaugural sip on the program. Okay.
I'm full.
Wait, so you don't drink that whole, you're full after one little sip?
I couldn't eat. I couldn't stomach another sip.
So this is like when they've got one last bite of food on their plate, but except yours is a quarter of a jar of drink.
As the kids on TikTok would say, that was too good. Let's get the bill per.
Well, I have to say, this seems like a life-changing product, Chris.
Yeah, so anyway, so I'm just going to briefly, we're doing this really fun, really cool promotion for Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Okay, so, and again, I was going to bring up Valentine's Day. You know, I like to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm super excited. You know, one day a year I'm gonna go at Papa Giorgio's with my girlfriend, and then
You're going to Papa Giorgio's.
I'm going to Papa Giorgio's, and then if you don't tell her, but we're gonna go to Boda. It's this spa. It's in
the spa on the boat. Though that sounds well. Congratulations to the both of you.
Yeah. They have this thing where they have a meal special, and I'm obviously not gonna eat the food because what am I? Someone who eats.
You sound like you're getting I thought you were Italian. You sound French.
My dad, he was from France, and then my mother was from Italy.
But you sound Quebecois.
Look, you got to adapt to who you're selling your product.
Hey, all right, Chris.
You're going to have to keep up if you want to get this job.
Look, I'm with you, or at least I was.
Look, you know what? I am full, but I'm just, in the name of love, I'm just going to take another sip.
Here we go. In the name of love. Well, Chris, look, I want to thank you so much for being here tonight. Where can people find these products online?
Now, I go online, they can't. The thing is, I've been barred from the internet. But what I do is I go to a lot of bars, as I tell you, and I do my thing where I tell people, don't drink the beer, drink the key to power is powder. So just run around the bars. I'll be there. If you see me, I usually wear this hat, and I might have some protein, some powder in my bag. All
right. Well, Chris Johnson, thanks so much for being here. And I'll send you an SMS after the show.
You got to.
I will do it. That was Chris Johnson. Hey, that really took a turn. I've never seen anyone go from Anglophone to Italian to Quebecois. I don't think we can have that guy back on the show. Anyway, speaking of the show, no show this Friday. That's right. There is no show this Friday because me, the one and only Lil Cutie, the Cool Breeze lover, the genuine article, the hot property, the smooth operator will be live on stage at Montreal Improv in the heart of St. Henry, Montreal's #1 neighborhood at both 8 o'clock and 9 p.m. So if you want to get your dose of the man behind At Home with James, you can do that there. Let's welcome our third and final guest tonight. He is replacing Andy Asaf. Usually you see him on Friday, so even though there is no Friday show, we're getting a dose of Friday right here, right now. I can't believe I sang that. Please welcome to the show, Dimitri Kires. Dimitri, welcome back to the program.
Hi, James.
Now, for people that were not here last Friday, you had kind of a shocking, breathtaking, and bombshell announcement. Would you like to remind people as to what that was?
Yeah. This is my last show.
This is it. Now, you put in your 2-week notice. I guess we could say this is 2 weeks. It's been a week and a half. But
yeah, tonight would be my last show.
Tonight you would not be working.
Tonight I wouldn't be working. My last show would be Friday, but of course I'm filling in for Andy because he's having sex tonight. And
yep. Well, it speaks to the level of your character that you didn't have to be here, but you are. So I appreciate that, even though you're on the way out.
Thanks, buddy. Well, yeah, I mean, you know how much this show means to me, and yeah, I just wanted to be here for one last hurrah. And as we saw from last week, I really want to make sure these shoes are filled when I decide to go out that door. I'm ready to get going. I'm actually going on vacation before I start my new job.
Where are you going on vacation?
Well, I'm gonna grab a bite first at this place called Papa Giorgio's.
You're going to Papa Giorgio's too?
Yeah, it's a really great place.
What next? You're going on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I'm going to Boda Boda. And then
you're going to Boda Boda too?
Yeah, everybody's going to Boda Boda and Papa Giorgio's. There's a deal going on, I think.
I'm not going to Papa Giorgio's or Boda Boda. I'll be doing the show on Monday. We're doing a Valentine's Day show.
Yeah, I didn't cue it up, but now would be a really good time for the Price is Right lose sound.
Oh, you mean ba 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 ba?
Wow. Yeah, that's like you.
Oh, well, thanks. I've never been compared to a sound effect before, but Dimitri, again, we're digressing here. This past Friday, you went to the length of putting together a list of candidates to fill the footsteps that you're going to be leaving behind, and some of them I think were a little suspect.
Well, those were the applicants that we got for the show. Suspect is your choice of words. I thought that they were all very capable, very experienced. Some of them overqualified for this position.
Overqualified? Okay, well that's interesting.
Yeah, I would say overqualified.
Well, how did talking to some of those applicants go?
Well. Obviously, I gave them some of your feedback, and they said, well, we'll let you know. So some of them have walked away, obviously, after they heard what you had to say. Unfortunately, and unfortunately, there has been a death of one of the applicants.
From last Friday, there was a death.
Yeah, we lost one of our applicants. I'm really I'm really sad to say.
It was that old lady, right? What was her name? Minx?
No, it was actually. I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Wait, hold on. You're saying it's not the old lady?
No, the old lady is very strong and she's fine. She's doing all right. She's very strong and she's.
Well, I'm getting a production note here from Devin saying that she's one of the applicants that walked away from the job.
Yeah, she wasn't too happy with what you said, and she was overqualified.
You're saying that one of them passed away, so it was one of the other three applicants.
Yeah, it was. And I'm really sad to say this. It was Luc Robinet. And at this point in time, I'd actually really like to take a moment and honor Luke right now.
You can honor him?
Yeah, well, he's an at-home legend, even though he never worked here. So right now, I'm just going to bring that up on screen, and I just want to let's have a moment of silence for Luc.
Right. Okay.
Luc Ronet.
All right.
Thank you.
It's hard. Look, it's hard when someone passes away. I know that you got close to the applicants.
I got very close to the applicants because it's not easy being a tech on this show.
Yeah.
And
well, that's very kind of you to have done that for.
Yeah. Well,
was it Robinet or Rona this week?
Luc Patat Show.
Okay, so where does that leave you in your search?
So, believe it or not, I've got a new batch. Oh God, I got a new batch. I just don't like when you get negative like that, James, because I'm gone. I'm out the door, and I need to move on.
Dimitri, here's the deal. Well, what if we had hired this guy and he had passed away? We would have been. How did he die?
We don't know. We don't know.
Okay, but you understand my concern, right? You're hiring these. The one guy was violent. You got an old lady. This guy's
dying.
Who
are you referring to?
right?
Battalion?
Yeah, I'm referring to Battalion. Yeah.
Battalion was not violent. Battalion was just strong. And he said in his bio that he was sick and tired of the prejudice that he was getting from people because he also had the biggest muscle of all was his brain. And
okay, that's fine, but I'm just saying this is where my concern lies. That's all I'm trying to say. But again, I'm open to it. We need to find a new person to take the job.
You are the maestro of the show, and I want you, whoever it may be, I want you to be comfortable with this new text. So I have a new batch of texts. They wrote their bios. and they come very highly recommended, and I can't stress this enough. Most of them are overqualified. We're very, very, very lucky to have them.
Look, we'll take a look at them. Devin just sent me all the files, so we'll go through these one by one, okay? And I'll keep an open mind. I'll do my best to keep an open mind.
Keep an open mind. And they all come with their theme songs, of course, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Which is unusual, but whatever.
I like an applicant to be able to express themselves, so I asked for it. So let's go on to the first one. Keep an open mind, James, and let's have some fun because the future of the show is bright, you know, and I think that we're going to find our next big tech in this list. Here we go. Oh.
Okay, so
here we go. Here's their theme song. Floor is yours, James.
Well, coincidentally enough, another Italian person. This applicant's name is Mike Tortelli. His preferred name is the Right Hand of Judgment. He's 33 years old. His bio reads, "Think you're safe in your dreams? Think again." Mike Tortelli, aka TRHOJ, which of course is the Right Hand of Judgment, is a cybernetic dream weaver with a freakish passion for online warfare. Wanted in all 4 countries, well, there's more than 4 countries, this nimble tech assassin only operates under one prime directive: win and get the girl. Armed with a keyboard, mouse, and a signature katana blade forged by the treasonous blacksmith D. Bernier. This cyber weirdo makes short work of any would-be troublemakers in chats. Tremble at the sight of this enigmatic caped crusader. Be awed by his patchy upper lip. Obliterate any hope you had if you're on this backdoor Busta's nasty list. If you're on his good list, maybe he'll let you see the hilt of his sword. Heh, maybe. Nothing personal, kid. To the right hand of justice, it's all business. His skills include taking out the trash, assassin, web design, Uber Eats raids, fun fact, virgin. Whoa. So this is Mike Tortelli, also known as the Right Hand of Judgment. Dude, this guy's a nightmare.
Also known as Throg.
Well, okay, I guess he left that out of his biography. Yeah, this guy's a nightmare.
I wouldn't call this guy a nightmare. I mean, I assume
he carries around a sword and he wears old running shoes.
Well, I'll tell you what. This person is not to be messed with, and honestly, that is somebody that you need in your right corner, my friend. Somebody that you need like the right hand.
This guy's brandishing a katana.
Yeah, he has a license for that thing. I made sure.
And I don't know about anyone who associates with somebody named D. Bernier.
Yeah, I don't know about that part. We're gonna have to check that out.
Well, can I just say I don't know about the fun fact? Why is he being so open? And also, he says he's an assassin. This guy's a would-be murderer.
Well, a would-be murderer. I mean, I think when I hear the word positive, the positive thing about assassin is that they're surgical with their movements. They care about what they do. They, think very highly of their kind of work.
Sure.
And honestly, as far as a tech goes, James, an assassin is exactly what you need, because all these tech boners and blunders, well, consider them the days gone past.
Well, yeah, I guess the issue is he talks about scouring the chat. Devin does that. He also calls himself a cyber weirdo. Do we want to bring someone on who would be self-identified as a weirdo, let alone a cyber weirdo? I don't want to see his history in his browser.
Well, we talk a lot about, where we want this show to go in the future, and weird is something that we've been thinking about.
Okay, that's fair. Look, I'll put him on the absolutely not, but you never know list.
Okay, well, that's positive.
Progress.
It's progress. Okay, well,
let's go to the next applicant.
Okay, I'm very, very intrigued by this. Here we go. This is their theme song.
Well, very intrigued is one of us. Oh, God. All right, well, this person's name is Mouse. Preferred name, Mouse. Age 2. Bio reads, "Is that a mouse? Look again. That's your new wingman." Mouse, also known as Mouse. After a perfect storm of laboratory mistakes occurred in the midst of a routine Pfizer clinical trial, a special compound that was absolutely not put in the vaccine called B-Control B-Gate serum splash onto this unassuming critter. The result? a red-eyed maniac with an insatiable desire to troubleshoot your problems. This little furry F can crawl, scurry, jump, and scoot into the highest security areas in the world and get out scot-free. Don't be deceived with this creature's small stature. Its brain is probably bigger than yours, but he'll never say it. This mouse aims to please if you've got the cheese. Available for hire immediately, but will not survive long. Skills include pooping, hacking, assassin, covert ops, spec ops, cheese, and fornicating. Fun fact, mouse is alt-right. Yeah, this is going to be another absolute no for me.
Okay, hold on.
He doesn't live long. He's going to be like Luc Robinette.
I want to make something very clear to you. Has anybody had a mouse tech before?
Dimitri, I can't believe I'm going to say this. We're halfway through the new crop of applicants. They're worse than last week. We're halfway through. And last week's applicants, one of them's dead.
I know. It's not a great crop, but I need you to try to be positive because I'm telling you, James, that I'm leaving.
Dimitri, I'm not going to hire a scientifically built mouse that won't live long.
Okay,
it's going to be a no for me, dog.
What's the problem? Is the problem because it's alt-right?
He's a look, people can be affiliated to whatever political party or affiliation they want. I don't care. I'm more concerned that his lifespan is, quote, not long.
And for some reason, you didn't mind that it was an assassin. So yeah, I'm not sure what your criteria is.
I was going to get to that. I was going to get to that.
Is your problem with the assassin part too?
Assassin, ultimately, he's not going to live long. He's a mouse. This guy's worthless to me. Let's move on to the next applicant. Something tells me we're going to be doing a in memoriam for him next week.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next applicant. Keep an open mind, all right?
Yeah. Of course, their theme song. This applicant's name is Dual Intelligence Artificial Neural Navigating Entity. Preferred name, Diane. Age, NA. Bio, from back of back user manual. Born of the dark web, this eerily human artificial intelligence, aka Diane, is the perfect blend between laser efficiency and relatable human. Diane has already run through every At Home with James episode and has rewired her neural network to be the perfect tech. Fart noises, technical boners, perfect transitions, and making sure James is unmuted are skills Diane has refined to perfection. She is the perfect machine. Diane has also listened to every word James has ever uttered in the hundreds of episodes ever released to the web. Diane knows what James will say before he even says it. However, there is one condition. Do not fall in love with Diane. If James falls in love with this steamy bucket of nasty bolts, Diane will become unstoppable. She will hunt down and kill all of James's friends and family until she is the only thing in James's life. Horny Jameses beware. Skills include conversation, emotion, bloodletting, dancing, spine removal, and of course love. Fun fact, thinks James is hot.
Okay, what do you think?
I thought that this person was the front runner until the back half of that bio.
So here's the thing, James. You have to promise not to fall in love with her.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have a problem falling in love with some type of cyborg entity.
Well, you know how you get.
How do I get? What are you trying to say?
Well, I don't know. So, you don't have any plans on February 14. I'm potentially, I have an applicant here.
What are you saying? I'm gonna go to Papa Giorgio's with Diane and then jump into the hot tub with her at Boda Boda?
I'm just saying that, I don't know what kind of partners you're into, and Diane is a bit of a looker.
Look, here's the thing. I don't agree, but I would say that the fact that they're very well versed in the at-home universe is appealing. This applicant skyrockets to the top of the list.
It's a shame she's just not in her 60s though. Am I right?
Well, I don't mix business with pleasure, and I also don't think that what you're trying to spin as a narrative is true.
Sure. Should I bring Mink back into the?
No, we don't. Yeah, otherwise she might again be the next in memoriam.
Mink won't kill you when you fall in love with her.
Yeah, well, I'm not too worried about that because that won't happen. Let's move on to our final applicant tonight.
All right, James. Final applicant tonight. Look. Okay. I like this person, okay? I'm just gonna say that I'm going in biasly, okay? I'm going in with a bias.
Mm-hmm.
This is their theme song. It's the same as Mouse's, by the way.
This Battalion's theme from last week.
This is Battalion's theme and also Mouse's theme.
And it really sounds like backing tracks from 1990s pornography.
You can think that, but these applicants picked this theme song that best represents them, and this is that.
All right.
We need to honor that and respect that.
The final applicant, his name is Jean Robinet. His preferred name is Monsieur Fantôme, which translates to Mr. Ghost. This guy's only 51 years old.
Yeah.
This guy looks like he got washed up.
This is the only known photo of him.
With the only known photo of this guy.
It's the only one we can find.
This clearly taken at a Montreal Canadiens game. It looks like he's behind the bench drinking coffee and smoking a stogie. This guy been hanging out with Devin
in the arena. But this is we can't find anything on this.
Okay,
guy.
51 years old. It's French. All right. Well, his bio reads, Jean Ronet gets a different name than the name that he gives. The name that he gives is Jean Robinet. The bio reads Jean Ronet. So something tells me he's related to Luc Robinet, aka Luc Ronet. I'm gonna do what I can to get through this bio. Jean Ronet, aka Monsieur Fantôme, est un homme sur une mission. Après le... Okay, so he is Luc Ronet's father. Après le décès de son fils Luc, Jean est devenu un vigilante de la nuit. Un homme âgé avec beaucoup d'expérience dans le cover ops et le cyber hacking. Sen a appris son fils Luc tout. Cet fantôme de la nuit est très fort et agile. Il peut aussi devenir n'importe qui. Le fantôme est un caméléon de déguisement. Tu penses que tu parles avec une madame très belle, mais zut, c'est Monsieur Fantôme. Il faut faire attention avec cet monsieur de danger. Oui, il est disponible pour travailler un job dans le tech, mais il faut aussi connaître une autre chose. Son seul désir est de découvrir le meurtrier de son fils, Luc Ronet, aka Patate Show, disponible immédiatement. His skills include hacker, maquillage, le zigazillon, assassin, célibataire, passion, ami avec bataillon. All right, so apparently we found out that his son, he passed away, he was murdered.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, this guy, he says he's a vigilante, but he's also available for teching, and he's got skills in makeup.
Yeah, did you miss the part where he's a chameleon? This is the only known photo of this guy.
Yeah, again, you think you're talking to a beautiful lady, but zoot!
It's Monsieur Fantôme. So, listen, I love this guy's story.
It's very inspirational.
He's trying to find the murderer of Luc Ronet.
Yeah, his son Luc Ronet, aka Robinet, aka Patate Show,
is looking for him, and he wants to apply here. And listen, this is the thing about him. You're gonna get him as a tech, sure, but you know his heart. He's gonna want to find out
Dimitri,
who killed his son.
He looks like a mess. He looks like newspaper that got caught up in a rainstorm.
James, why is appearance so important for the text? Are you all trying to fall in love with them? I don't get it.
Well, apparently you're worried about this. Is the third of 4 assassins tonight.
I know. Maybe one of these applicants killed Luc Ronet.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it was the first guy, the right hand of judgment.
Should we go back up to him? Yeah.
No, I don't think we should. Dimitri, look, I got to tell you, is there anything we can do to keep you on? Is there anything that I can offer you? Is there anything I can do? I don't want the right hand of judgment. I don't want the scientifically created mouse. I don't want Diane. I don't want Jean René. I want you.
That means a lot, buddy. Look. You could send an email to my new boss, Jay Rogan, and ask him if he's willing to let me out of my contract, or I could tell you right now that I might not have signed anything yet. Maybe I did. Maybe this was a ploy to maybe get you to sweeten my contract here on the show. Maybe it's not. Maybe you could tell me right now that you're willing to give me something that could spice up this contract so I could stay on the show and not go over to a direct competitor.
This? I'm willing to offer something here. Dimitri, you know me maybe better than almost anyone on the show. You know that I love an event.
Okay.
What if we do the first ever live at-home contract negotiation in front of everyone, the other guests, all the terms, everything? We go back and forth. You bring your people, I bring mine. We see what we got to do to get you locked and loaded for another long-term contract.
I'm a ball buster, and my people are even worse than me.
Well, welcome to the club, birds of a feather.
But I don't want to put you under. Listen, James, I love this show. I know it's homegrown. I want to keep those roots. I'm not here to extort you.
Look, I'm here to come up with something fair, and if it's not fair for you and it's not fair for me, then that's it. I drive a hard bargain, but I like things hard.
Save it for Diane. All right, well, I like what you're saying, James. Maybe I'll stay for a week. Maybe I'll stay for one more week, so we get these this paperwork all planned out. But I like what you're saying, buddy.
It looks like we got ourselves a date. Might not be at Boda Boda, it might not be at Papa Giorgio's, but it's somewhere.
It's somewhere. And James, I'm happy to be here.
So am I.
I didn't want to go.
I'm happy for you to be here. I'm glad that you could fill in tonight because, of course, Andy is. Well, Dimitri, look, I'm going to wish you a good rest of the night, and I thank you so much.
Thanks,
and I'll
buddy.
see you next week in the negotiations.
I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
That's Dimitri Kiras, folks. That's our show. Top of the hour, I said, I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in to, rise to the occasion. A lot of people are going to try to rise to the occasion on Monday, and you know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Tonight, this is my Valentine's Day. Each and every one of my guests tonight was my Valentine, whether it's Dimitri, whether it's Chris, whether it's Lisa. Most importantly, everyone who watched tonight, everyone who's going to watch in the VOD, you are my Valentine. And I'll tell you what, I love you. I promise I'll never do that again. Again, no show this Friday. Who knows? Maybe we try to come up with something. I'm no promises. Maybe we slip something in a little surprising. It didn't sound the way I wanted it to, but guess what? I came in hot. I'm ending this thing hot. If we don't see you before then, we will be back this coming Monday for Dirty Dave Kaufman's Dirty Valentine's Day. It's going to be unbelievable. Tell your mom, dad, auntie, unkie, brother, sister, Grammy, Grampy. Tell your best friend, maybe even tell your worst enemy to tune in. Until then, thanks so much for being here. I'm James. You are you. We were here. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. Be well. And rest in peace to Mr. Luc Ronet Robinet.